You want to try to get your degree in psychiatry, right?
So I went to school for psychiatry. Mind you, I told you that I had this double life going because I was, I would go to school, go to Del Tech with my briefcase, and I have a gun in my briefcase. You understand what I'm saying? So, my focus wasn't there. Now I was 19 years old, and I wanted to be a psychiatrist. And now that I found myself full circle, I work at a psych facility. I'm a activity therapist at a psych facility. Today. So I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. Today.
So now when you was fighting your demons and you left the salon, who in that world kept you on that path to get yourself together? Was anybody specific that helped you more, that you look back?
Well, I really started developing my relationship with God because I know that, God has a purpose for my life. I know my life has a purpose. I haven't always walked in it, and I haven't fully embraced it now because I don't have time to play games. I mean? I want to make sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be before I try to get somebody else to be where they're supposed to be. So I daily work on Keith. Every day that I wake up, I check in with me to find out where I am. Because I know that people watch my life. Some people watch it for the right reasons, some watch it for the wrong reasons. So I know I'm under the spotlight. I know I'm under the microscope. People, you have your people that do this, that chatter, but to whom much is given, much is required. And a lot of people that run their mouth couldn't walk a half a mile in my shoes.
Okay.
But I keep getting up.
Right. That's a good thing.
Keep getting up.
That's a good thing.
That's why I'm still here.
Right.
People tell me I'll be 65 in January, and people say you be 65. Yes. Yes.
Getting up. So now you getting yourself together, and you made it to a point. You got a job now. What made you want to write a book, and what's the book called?
I was inspired. It was God inspired. And the name of the book, I'm actually a two-time author, published author. The first book is called From a Wannabe to Who I'm Supposed to Be. And the second book is entitled What's in My Big Mouth. But from a positive, because life and death, because that's what I say, we're not disciplined in what we speak out of our mouths. So a lot of times we put words in the atmosphere and we don't realize that we're either causing life or we're causing death. And I don't want to be the cause of anybody's death by what comes out of my mouth. So I felt inspired to write those books. Because I really have a genuine heart for people's lives. I know that God has a purpose for my life because all that I've been through, all that I've experienced, all that I've been exposed to, I either should have been in jail, I should have been dead, I should have been strung out, way strung out on drugs, you know what I mean? But God has a purpose for my life, and it's His grace. It's nothing but His grace that allows me to sit here today. As a matter of fact, let me digress for a minute here too. Right before COVID hit, a young lady kept badgering me about coming to work in her salon. And I had made a decision that I would, but COVID hit. And maybe that was God.
right.
Maybe that was God saying,
knock it out the way, yeah.
Yeah, that don't, because I know I still have skills. I know my technique is still good.
Right.
Even though I haven't done hair in a while, I know I still can get down with the best of them.
Okay.
Because I developed the technique.
So that leads me to the next question. As you look back at your hair life, what advice do you have for up and coming male stylists or any stylist? Now, I just want to say male because you're a male and you've been through a lot. Some males don't get the chance, some elder males hairstylists don't get the chance to tell younger male stylists, like, I know what you're going through. So what advice do you have to a younger male stylist?
My advice to a younger stylist coming along, if you find this is something that you really want to do, invest yourself totally in it and be the best that you can possibly be. Don't let nobody discourage you. Don't let nobody belittle you. Don't be intimidated by nobody else. Do you. I mean, develop your skill, develop your technique, learn all that you can learn. You know, and my thing was, I like hair that flows. I can blow it, and it's gonna move. I like hair that moves. You know, my clients, they keep your clients gonna break their neck. So my thing is, develop your technique.
Right.
Develop your technique, and when you do that, nobody can take it away from you.
That's
Because
good.
it's yours.
That's good.
People can only take from you what you allow them to take from you. People can only do to you what you allow them to do. Right. So you do you.
Right.
And don't let other people do you.
Right. So do you miss the hair industry sometimes?
Sometimes. Sometimes. I don't. But it's so much foolishness and so much. What? It's the word that I want to use, but it can't come. But I don't know. It would have to be the right setting for me to go into a salon because of who I am. Because I just can't work anywhere and around anybody.
Right.
You know, because I don't. You know, you have to allow people to be who they are and do what they do, and then I have a choice whether I want to be a part of that.
Okay.
You know, so from time to time, I consider it.
Okay.
I have clients that see me periodically now and say, Keith, are you back doing hair yet? When you gonna do my? I need you to do my hair. I say, I got rid of all my equipment.
Okay. So
and I had the best equipment.
Right.
Just like I invested in me,
Right.
I invested. That's how I invested in my equipment.
Right. So
blow dryers, all that stuff.
We have I have two lasting questions that I want to have. Fade 45. We always want to ask this question to barber or stylist. If you had a choice, would you want to work for a company in all the hair industry? What company would have been, or you wanted to just stay independent?
I probably would, at this point, I might give a company a shot. You know what I mean? At one point, I went to Dudley's University, and they were really trying to pull me in that direction. You know, but I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it, so I didn't make that move. I did a few shows for them, and you know, I didn't feel compelled to transition to North Carolina because they wanted me to relocate.
That's big.
They wanted me to relocate.
That's big.
But I wasn't feeling that.
So where can we find the book at?
The book can be found at Amazon. And the title of the first book is What's in My Big Mouth. And the other book is From a Wannabe to Who I'm Supposed to Be.
Or wannabe to who I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, because some of us are fakes, phonies, and frauds. We want to be somebody other than who God created us to be.
I hear that. So let's
we
end
need
it
to
right
go back to we need to return to our authentic self.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? And I think that was my issue. I didn't embrace me. I wanted to be other than who God created me to be. But today, I'm comfortable in my skin.
I hear
and
that.
I'm okay with Keith. For so many years, for a long time, people thought my name was Keith. But my name is Keith.
Keith Tucker.
Keith Tucker.
I'm so glad to have you today, Keith, man. This is a great interview. And like I said, you're a legend in the game in the state of Delaware, Wilmington, as one of the male stylists that's still around and people can still see and ask questions and can talk to. So I just like to, I'm glad you came to bless the mic at Fade 45. And congrats on the book and more future endeavors that you ever have.
Thanks for having me.
Where's your Facebook information? You have Facebook or Instagram?
Nah, I don't do social media. I got off social media once I kind of stepped away from my books for a while. I got turned off with social media, but I'm endeavoring to get back on social media. I don't know. I have issues with social media. Okay. And that's my stuff.
Right. Okay.
And I'm entitled to have my stuff.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Well, Keith Tucker, thank you for coming to bless the mic at Fade 45, where barbers and cosmetologists tell their story. We out.
Thanks for having me.